Today we are going to start lesson number 9, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, page number 25. So before we start this text or reading about the passage that is given there, I would like to tell you the meaning of these words, or you may write down in the copy. You see the first one, exotic, then coastline, inhabited, admiral, famous, and incorporated. So these are 6 words that I've written. Okay, you are supposed to write the meaning of these words. In between, I'll be telling you the meaning of all this. So dear students, just make sure these words which are written over there, you must write and learn. Let us now continue the lessons. So as we see here, throughout this lesson we are going to read about the descriptions or about the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Let's start. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, a union territory of India, lies in the Bay of Bengal. So in the first line itself, we see the situations or where it is situated. So it is where it lies in the Bay of Bengal. It consists of 527 islands, both large and small. So altogether, how many islands are there? 527. The coastline of the islands stretch for about 100 kilometers. So what is the meaning of coastline? Coastline, it refers to the seashore. Okay, just remember, or the area where land meets the sea. So it is an area where land meets the sea. The islands are covered with dense forest. Dense means very thick, okay, and closely. There are so many trees planted, and an endless variety of exotic flower and birds. Exotic means here foreign, otherwise native, or you can say a very peculiar or strange type of flowers or birds are being seen. The area of the island is about 8,293 square kilometers. The island consists of 2 groups. What are those 2 groups? Just see there. It says Andaman and the Nicobar. The capital of the city is Port Blair. One of the total land area. So of the total land area, so if you just consider the whole thing into 100, so out of 100, 92% of the land is covered with rainforests. So what are rainforests? Rainforests are forests characterized by a high and continuous rainfall. So 92%, just see, okay, out of 100, 92% of the land is covered with the rainforests. Of the 527 islands, only 38 islands are inhabited. Means only in 38 islands are inhabited, means people are living over there. In rest of the islands, no people, nothing can be seen over there. The island and Nicobar Island have been inhabited for several thousand years. So it is not that all of a sudden the people started living over there. It says several thousand years. So these land or the islands are inhabited by the people for years, as suggested by the historical evidence. So it is not something it is being said, but it is a historical evidence. People knew very little about these islands as they were far from the mainland. So people are less aware of the existence of this place. So that's why it was unknown to the people. The accepted history about Andaman and Nicobar is limited. It is believed that Marco Polo was one of the first from the west to set foot on one of the islands. So one of them. So who was he? Marco Polo was the first one to set his foot on the island. Let us continue on the other page, page number 26. There we see Kanhoji Angre, a Maratha admiral. So who are known as admiral? Admiral is one of the highest ranks in some navies. So admiral possessed what? Highest rank in navy. Had his base on the islands in the early 18th century. From there he attacked passing Portuguese, so all those Portuguese who were coming, he started attacking them. Dutch, English merchant vessels on their way to and from their various Asian colonies. So this man, okay, Kanhoji anger, a Maratha admiral started attacking the others in the sense, okay, Portuguese, Dutch and the English merchants. In the year 1713, his navy even succeeded in capturing the yacht of the British governor of Bombay. So yacht means, what is the meaning of yacht? Is a special sail or power vessels used for pleasure or racing. So that he managed to capture the yacht for the British governor of Bombay. Despite many efforts by the British and later a joint military force of British and Portuguese naval forces, Kanhoji anger was never defeated. And so we see the evidence that he was never defeated by any other forces. The British established their first colony in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the year 1789, which was abandoned in the year 1796. The British finally captured the islands in the 19th century, adding to their empire. So what did the British do? They added these islands to them in the 19th century. They used to send Indian freedom fighters to live in exile there. So this was the place where we see the Indian freedom fighters are being sent for exile. The constructions of the infamous jail, as we see here, Kalapani, was completed in the year 1908. So hundreds of anti-British Indians were tortured to death or simply executed there. So we see the examples of so many freedom fighters who are being imprisoned in this jail. During the Second World War, Japanese troops occupied the islands and the local tribes fought to drive them out. When India achieved independence in the year 1947, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands were incorporated into the Indian Union. So this is all about this paragraph that we have read today. Students, if you face any kind of difficulties in reading or understanding the text, you can ask me during the live class. Thank you, Jyoti.